Hey everyone, and welcome to part 53, to the tournament, I suppose. And it'd be sensible to try and keep track of things such as the sea basses, because I believe I've given him 2 today, and I'm going to try and get away with doing the tournament trick, just to see how many sea basses I can get away with using, the fewest number I can get away with using, because obviously I'm going to need to give him 2 to reach the tournament. I've learnt that from the time that I've had him. Obviously if I do the tournament trick, then I'll need to give him a 3rd immediately after. Then it's a case of what really happens after that, because the minimum I've been able to get away with so far I think is 4. We are against Digimon. Go on, Drimogemon, do me a favour and win. No good. Probably want Drimogemon to win. Okay. With Ice Statue, I should be okay. Ice Statue, in my opinion, is probably the best move in the game. So, let's see. Adventure got Ice Needle as a quick interrupter. Aqua Magic, should I want to boost my stats. I was hoping he wouldn't get his finish. But it wasn't that powerful. Probably want Monzaemon to win. Digimon can have Ice Statue. Good. Probably want Digimon to win because of how brain dead he is. Good. Because he's very slow and kind of stupid. No disrespect to him. Even though he was the hero of this challenge because of his Infinity Burn that he was able to learn from Metal Greymon in Mount Infinity. Well, with him doing full power, I need to up my stats as well, so... he could have a finish. I don't want him to get a finish. Time is tight. I think if I attack him just before the paralysis comes out, then that should definitely stop him. Take him a brief moment to get back up. We're good. He's not even doing his finish anyway. Okay, that's not particularly powerful. There again, nor is that. Managed to go into the infantry, game didn't freeze. Good to see. Although one thing that is a bit concerning is Mega Seadramon for some reason seems to sometimes decline the sea basses, and he seems to be the only Digimon that does. It does worry me that if I was to try and feed him a sea bass just after a tournament and he was to decline it, then we might have a problem. It might be a good idea for me to make sure my discipline is at a decent level, because I do not want him to decline a sea bass. It's weird that he seems to be the only Digimon for some reason. Well, I mean, out of my experiences. So we've given him 3 sea basses. Looking at the time, I reckon the maximum that we'll need to give him is 4. And if that is the case, then it will definitely be worth doing the tournament trick to spare us a sea bass or 2. Because 4 a day is really good. Giant meat's going to be gone soon, so I'll move them and replace their position with the sirloins. As for care mistakes, obviously I want them, and I'll let them happen, and I may go a bit out of my way in order to cause a care mistake. Like you saw, like for example, I might keep him awake a bit longer than I should, or enter a tournament at a slightly different time, things like that. I may go a bit out of my way, but I'm not going to do anything too massive. I'm not desperate for care mistakes. I will eventually. I will need Sukamon, but I've got to do the version 0 tournament first, the cool tournament first. So there's no rush. So I'm not going to do anything too out of my way. I'm not going to force feed him a load of sea basses. I don't think that would be necessary. So we're in here for another attempt at learning Aura Freeze. No joy again. I wouldn't like to say how many times I've fought Rockmon. It has been way too many. It's not the most. I have had worse encounters with other Digimon, but this is pretty bad. I am trying. I'm not trying to just fight a single Rockmon. I am trying to involve the other Rockmon, or maybe I'm on a Chromon, just so that they end up getting killed quicker, because their attacks, their attacks like attack multiple targets, so I'm hoping that by getting more Digimon involved, by getting, say, like a fellow Rockmon involved, like Aura Freeze would attack the other Rockmon, or if a Monochromon gets involved, Meltdown would attack the Rockmon. I'm trying to sort of get them to kill each other. Basically, by getting more, seems to maybe result in the battle being over quicker, because they sort of attack each other, kill each other, you know what I mean? Also, more of a chance of Aura Freeze being used if there's more than one Rockmon, because Aura Freeze probably is their rarest attack. Not to mention the Rockmon are vengeful. So I could just let them kill each other. Oh, finally! Ugh. Okay, you may have only seen, I think, 3 attempts. The successful ice statue attempt, the successful aura freeze attempt, and the unsuccessful aura freeze attempt. But believe me, that there was an awful lot more to it than that. It was not just those 3 tries. And there's a 4th sea bass, because from the failed attempts, obviously I got to understand Megaseedromon's routine a bit more, and 4 sea basses are required. There's 2 sea basses required to make the tournament, then the 1 sea bass immediately after so he doesn't fade away, and then a 4th in order to say we can reach the time in which he wants to go to sleep, he needs to go to sleep. And I'm not too sure what to do. I guess I'll save for 1. I'll do this. So all our ice techniques are learnt. Yeah. I admit it is kind of taunting me, the fact that there's 1 technique that I can learn that I haven't learned, but I just don't see the point. I can learn it with Phoenixmon when I get Phoenixmon, and it'll be easier. So I enter the win the version 0 tournament, there's a red ruby, there's Phoenixmon. Phoenixmon learns every air technique and has it as a first nature. Doesn't really take a genius. He needs to sleep, but we've got a little bit of time. It might be... I wonder if I can get another care mistake, because I'm not going to be doing anything... I'm not going to be doing anything too out of my way. I'm not going to give him another sea bass or anything. I am simply... I would simply... Actually, no, stuff it. I'm just going to sleep. Problem is when he declines a sea bass, it's seen as reasonable, because if you then try and scold him, it doesn't work. It just lowers the happiness and slightly raises the discipline. It's not a successful proper scold, so it's going to be hard to get him to eat sea basses if his discipline is too low. I'm starting to wish I didn't accidentally miss that ice mushroom that was in Freezeland. So with 1 sea bass, he would fade away 2 hours before you get the notification telling you that the tournament is available. He would fade away on the hour when the tournament becomes open. With 2 sea basses, he'll fade away an hour after you get the notification telling you that the tournament is open. Then you come out of the tournament, 3rd sea bass to stop him from fading away, 4th to reach when he sleeps. So considering it's only going to cost 4 sea basses, I think it's going to be... I think that's pretty good. I'm buying some medicines because I got kind of low. If he gets sick here, it's okay. I can just see Centauramon, but it's nice to have some medicines for when I'm away. And money really is no object, not with all the Monzaemon tricks that I've done. How many medicines have I got? 14. I think one more, that way I've got 15. So, we're about half an hour away from the next hour, and that would be the Mega Speedruns' last hour of being alive, because he'll fade away. Not the hour coming, but the one after, so I think I should head back and save. And then, I guess it's then to the tournament. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.